Hi, this is Brian Privet, and thanks for volunteering to be a merit badge counselor. And today we're going to be discussing tools in MyCouncil that you can use to keep track of your participants, email your participants, and also record their merit badge completions. As we move into this digital age, we're moving away from blue cards and paper sign-offs and even in-person merit badges to more virtual process. And you'll see here as we go through this with MyCouncil that moving forward, a lot of our scouts will have all of their merit badge information, or at least the ones they've done through the council, sort of recorded online and have sort of their own digital place to find all of their merit badge records. And so we just wanted to discuss how you can be a part of helping us with that record keeping. So when you're on the council website at hawkeyebsa.org, you'll click My Council in the upper right hand corner. And this is your My Council dashboard. So if you ever need to get back to this dashboard, if you ever forget how to get here or get lost somewhere, you can click the Hawkeye Area Council logo up in the writing up in the upper left hand corner, and this will bring you back to your dashboard. My dashboard may look a little different than yours since I'm an administrator, but you should have a My Current Events section. This is where any of your upcoming events that you've either registered for or if you're a staff member for should be listed here. If you've already passed the date of your merit badge, especially even the first session, then it may not show up here. You'll need to click the button that says My Events to find it. And so I'll do that here. So I had a demo event that was set up on June 15th, so it's already passed, but I can still find it here. And by the way, just I'll try to give you some little extra tidbits here. Anything you've registered through our website in the past, whether it was a training or a camp of some kind that you attended, you can go back and look at your own events here from this thing if you want to remind yourself of things you participated in. But here is my medicine merit badge demo. I'm going to click into this. Here's the sort of front page for this event, and everyone who's a merit badge counselor should be assigned an administrative role for your merit badge. So you should be able to click on event staff member and click in here. And then you'll see this dashboard. So this is the entire merit badge dashboard. You'll see a list of when your event information. You'll see your registration information, including how many attendees have been confirmed. The left-hand sidebar will navigate you through this dashboard. So if you click on attendees, you'll be able to see all of your attendees here. I've set myself up as a demo scout here. You'll be able to click on variants. The variant is what we are currently using as the actual thing that the participant buys. So you'll see the name of your variant here. Most of the time this will be labeled participant. And if you will click on this variant, you will get into some more details of your merit badge. And so this is medicine merit badge. If you click edit of these details, you can even see other descriptions you can add, and feel free to add things here if you want this to be displayed in the registration part of your merit badge. And you can also list any prerequisites that you might have or any information about that. So feel free to edit this and use that if you'd like. You'll see another tab for your enrollment, who's enrolled in your badge, as well as the requirements. So let me give you some information about this requirement page. This is another place where you can record prerequisites. So if you had a prerequisite for your badge you wanted done prior to the merit badge, you can click the no and change that to a yes. It looks like that did all of the requirements made that a prerequisite. And then that will show up in that dashboard display that the participants see when they register. There may be some requirements that you will not wish to publish, and let me explain why. So if you are holding a merit badge and you know you're only doing it, this is a good example, this is a requirement where you're supposed to discuss 8 people who have influenced the history of healthcare. Well, there are several listed, but if you know you're going to discuss a certain 8 and these are the only ones you want to record, you may only want to put yes to these and put no to the rest in this requirement. And the reason this is important is when it becomes to requirement tracking. So you see the You Can button up here in the upper right-hand corner. If you click the You Can button, a drop-down list comes down, and you can see here it says Mark Requirements Complete. If you'll click here, then you'll get into all of your participants. You'll have a list of your participants here along with the requirements, but this will only list the ones that you've published. So for example, this requirement 1 only has the 8 that we would be discussing. I guess I only picked 7, so I'd really have to go in there and select one more. But instead of having to go through and click each of these, if you know if you've touched on and you want to record every requirement you've published, and you know that all the participants have all been to all the sessions and done everything you wanted them to do, then you can simply click check all, and then all of your participants will have all of those marked. If you need to go through and go through a participant and do these individually, you can. Maybe a participant missed a session, so you know that there was a certain badge that or a certain requirement they did not do, then you can go through and only mark the ones they completed. If you simply just check on the name of the participant, it'll mark them all, check all, or it'll clear all of them. So it's red, that means that they have been checked. If you need a reminder of what requirements you touched on during a particular session, you can click View Requirements, and you'll see a listing of your merit badge requirements here, and there will be an X through the ones that you chose not to publish because you were not planning to cover those in your class. So it'll be important early on to go through and mark and unpublish the ones that you're not planning to cover, especially those where it says do 5 of the following or something like that. If for some reason you did save someone having a completion and you completed everything, but it turns out they actually did have one requirement or they didn't complete them all, you can unlock the completions. But otherwise, once you've got everybody in the red here and everybody checked off, you can just click Save, and you'll get this little green thing that says requirement completions were successfully saved. Attendees will be able to see that they've completed their requirements from their own dashboards. So when an attendee actually is in their own MyCouncil, they'll be able to go to this requirements tab that they'll have, and they'll be able to see that they've completed certain merit badges, or they have certain merit badges that they're 90% there, but they have a few more requirements to complete. So they'll be able to see that there. I'm going to hit the back button to go back to our little medicine merit badge dashboard. So that's how to cover requirements. Now let's go down and talk about a couple other things. This broadcast tab, if we knew you were planning to do a Zoom or another type of webinar, you can actually go in and you can add a URL or an actual the actual URL for your particular Zoom link, and you can put it here as an external URL. The advantage to that over just emailing it is that if this is in here as a broadcast, it will not be published to the general public, but if a scout has registered the badge and they go to their MyCouncil account, they will be able to log into this event and they'll be able to see this URL there. And that way, if they couldn't find the email or for some reason it wasn't emailed out, the broadcast could be available here. It'll still open a Zoom link. I wouldn't worry about the embed code. That is if you were using a type of broadcast where you wanted to have a window in the MyCouncil web page. If you're using a Zoom or something, it's probably just best to just publish the Zoom URL. And the final bottom left tab here is Tools. So a couple reasons why a merit badge counselor would use this page is this is one place where you can email your participants. So you can send a general email to the attendees under communications here. So if you click here, it'll send these to your confirmed ones. And right now, for most of our merit badges, we are not really using waitlist or standbys. So you probably just want to send this to all your confirmed attendees. If for some reason you had different types of variants for your merit badge, you could decide who you're sending it to. In this case, you'll probably just have one variant. And then you can type a subject and your message. And if you do send a Zoom URL through this system, even though it may not show up as a link here in this dashboard, it will, most browsers and most email browsers will see that as a link and be able to link up to Zoom then. So this is a good way. You could email all your participants their information about how to log on to Zoom, or any information you want to send your participants about your merit badge, whether it's virtual or in person. And then the other part under communications here is to send a completion record to your attendees. And so Once you've recorded all your requirements and you're ready to send off a completion record, you would come here, you would select your variant, any comments you want to make, congratulations on completing the badge, enjoyed having you, and then you would send this as an email up here, and then they would see that their completion record is there. There are other things that you can see here from this tools section. You can get a report of all of your attendees that are coming. So if you needed to know who was coming, you can print some of these out, and you can click through here. There are several different types of reports that you can run to see what attendees are coming and things. Probably the most helpful one is the attendee summary report. When you run this, I'll show you here. You get a PDF, and it'll give you a list per page of your different attendees. And there's another way to sort of get a one-sheet report of just the attendee data export. Kind of gives you an Excel file of all your attendees then. So anyway, again, thanks for being a Merit Badge Counselor. We just wanted to do a short video tutorial on how to communicate with your Merit Badge participants, how to record their Merit Badge completions, how to send them that completion report. All of these things are very helpful for running your Merit Badge, whether it's virtual or in person. Again, this is different than the way of filling out the blue cards and filling out the different requirements, but this is another way of just making sure that the council and the scout really has a nice digital record of their merit badges, which ones they've earned. If you have any questions about the system, how to use it, feel free to email me. My email is briankprivet@gmail.com, or feel free to email or contact the council office if you have any questions. So thanks for watching this tutorial, and good luck with your merit badge, and let us know if you need any further help. Thanks.